Hi everybody, I'm Ed.
And I'm Barb.
And we're the Streeters.
Welcome to the ARTyRV Glass Studio and tonight's Q&A. We look forward to talking to everyone and answering your questions.
Got a lot of people in the chat room already tonight, and welcome everybody. I hope everybody had just a beautiful Father's Day weekend, and I know I did, so thank you so much.
Yeah, sorry we missed you all last week. Ed had a little dental work, nothing serious, but we got caught in traffic and we had to go do numerous things that afternoon. And anyway, we're back.
And I was still slobbering all over myself.
He had a hard time talking. So he needed a little bit of rest, but we're back.
Yeah, and thank you all for all the well wishes that you did send us an email for. And I really appreciate those of you that checked in and everything. Thank you very much. And that helped me get better quicker.
And thank you for all the happy anniversary wishes as well.
That's right.
Really brightened our day, and thank you guys so much. We had our 37th wedding anniversary, and it was really a great day.
Yep.
It was a nice day.
Then we had our favorite table at our favorite restaurant.
Yep, so it was fun. So I hope you guys have had a great week, and I want to welcome everyone. And if you have a question, just put it in the chat with a Q.
Please do, and we're gonna.
We want to thank our sponsor.
We do, Barb. We want to thank Sunshine Glassworks for sponsoring tonight's Q&A, and as they sponsor every week's Q&A for us. So thanks again, Sunshine Glassworks, and don't forget, if it's just hand tools or cutters or anything, they have all that for you in stock, but they also stock a tremendous amount of art glass from all the different manufacturers. So give Sunshine a call if you're needing something. See if they can help you, and let them know that Barb and Ed told you about them. We appreciate it.
I want to give a big shout out to Ray. Ray's in the house tonight. Thank you, Ray, for all you do.
And thanks for checking in on me, Ray. Appreciate that so much, and thank you very much.
Shas Ray, Jennifer Enlow, Chief Jane is a new member. Say hello to Chief Jane.
Hey, Chief
Julie
Jane,
Graves.
welcome.
I am Alan is here, and we have another new member here. We had 4 new members last month, and I'm trying to find the newest. I can't
Andrea, I can't see her last name, Barb.
Was it Andrea?
Andrea,
Okay,
I can't see her
get
last
up
name
there.
because the chat's gone crazy.
But welcome everyone. And
and I want to thank Barb. I want to just take a quick second. Magali, thank you for the nice email and the picture of our great friend Chris Van Zanten up in Canada. I'm so happy you got to meet him. He's a very interesting guy. But thank you for the photograph, because we've been wondering how him and Barb are going. And Chris, if you're tuning in tonight, hi from Ed and Barb, and we really miss seeing you guys. I'm glad to see you're doing well.
Okay, so we have a lot of people from all over the place tonight, and I hope you all will stay tuned after the live stream tonight. We have a premiere of a new video on decorative soldering. So that starts at 8. So it should be able to follow it right over to that live premiere.
Yeah, right after the live
so
stream.
So we can
tonight.
chat if you need to, if you have any questions.
Yeah, because we'll just be, on our way home, and it's just a crow's flight through the woods.
Hi, Mimi. So if you've already watched the video, the members get the video ahead of time. So if you've already watched the video, and if you have any questions, just put them in the chat. Otherwise, you guys, after the video premiere tonight,
yeah, because we can talk about the decorative soldering video tonight if you have any questions. Those of you that have seen it, that are members, and if you have any questions, otherwise, check it out tonight at 8:00 p.m. Eastern for a live premiere. That's right.
That just
that's
means
awesome,
we're live.
Barb.
We're chatting. We're there.
We're there.
What's going on?
Yeah, that's right.
So,
did we have any questions to this on the web, Barb, that came in during the week that we didn't get to? Because I know you stay busy doing that.
Yeah, there was a question that came in YouTube, and they asked about how to protect the back of a mirror from patina, flux, and all that. And of course, everyone knows nail polish.
Well, clear fingernail polish, but there's also another process that you can use, and I think it's a company called, is it Spray
Away?
Spray Away. So, and Barbara has put it on our shopping page, on our Amazon shopping page, and it is a mirror sealant that it does exactly what that says that it does. It's a mirror sealant. It's made by Spray Away, and it will do the job perfectly. Because I was telling Barbara, some 40 years ago, we had to seal a bunch of mirrors, and we used this product. Of course, we weren't using, for a little mirror for a jewelry box, you can watch the video, and, we just use clear fingernail polish on the edges. But this Spray Away product is really good. It's relatively inexpensive, and it's not, it's going to help do exactly what you need it to do. So check that out.
Yeah, the Spray Away products that we have on our Amazon page are really great products.
And they're not just for chemicals, repelling chemicals on mirrors, but they are for cleaning mirrors and for cleaning glass.
Yeah, their glass cleaner is amazing.
Yeah,
it's a little bit pricier, but it's amazing stuff.
So give it a try, and I think you'll find that the clear fingernail polish works like a dream, and it has worked for years. But if you're doing, fingernail polish is a little bit expensive, but if you're doing a lot of mirrors, you probably want to look into this Spray Away product.
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah, I think so too.
So the decorative soldering, Mimi and Chazray saw it. They liked it. Good. We're going to do several of them, and we'll just keep.
Barb's getting them cranked. No, she's
I'm
not cranking them out. Let me tell you.
They take a little time.
Because they take a little bit of time.
It is so much fun. I love it. So hopefully we'll dive deep into it. We'll get the hang of it. We'll do some different, maybe 10 different techniques, and then we'll just go further.
Yeah, and Barbara had done this process, 18, 20 years ago?
A long time ago.
A long time ago, okay. And so now it's kind of a refresher course for her, and she's loving it. She's got the studio to herself in the back. And I mean, you can hear I'm still working around her, but let me tell you that she's having a blast doing the video, and I'm having a blast being in the same studio working with her on my other project. So it's great.
Yeah, so he's doing lead work and I'm doing copper foil, and it's kind of fun we still have projects we have to do. Okay, I'm going to run through these questions real quick, Ed. You want to
Sure, go ahead.
talk to them about the pliers because someone asked what type of pliers they should have. So we want to remind our viewers about that. And I'm going to try to go
Barb.
through.
So let me go ahead and remind our viewers that, we have our, we enjoy using the Lepinet products. And so right now we're running a sale on the Lepinet lead nippers, the Lepinet running pliers, the mini running pliers, the 6-inch ones, and also our grousing pliers. So we're running a sale on those 3 sets of pliers out the door, including shipping, $79. So you can check that out. You can order them on our website at conwayglass.com. and go to our tools page, and you can order those 3 pair of pliers. And those are just the tools that I use all the time. So the reason I can recommend them to you is because I enjoy using them, and they do what they're supposed to do. So check out our website. We use the Lepinet tools. We're running a sale, 3 sets of pliers, grousers, runners, and lead nippers, $79.
Okay. Thank you, Ed.
Yeah, and that includes shipping. So free shipping.
Stone says that whenever I solder my pieces together, I notice that like half of the time they end up falling apart on me. Do y'all have any suggestions? Are you talking about decorative soldering? They fall apart probably because you haven't made a good connection.
Yeah.
You have a cold seal or something.
Well, you could have a cold seal. You could be using your iron too hot because that will break the glue loose on your copper foil and cause the foil to come right off the glass. If you're not using a rheostat, then you're working too hot. So, and I'm not sure, exactly. There can be a lot of different things why your pieces fall apart, but it sounds to me like, you're not cleaning the glass correctly, the foil's not sticking, and you're working with your iron too hot. Those are the 3 big no-nos when you first start stained glass anyway. So, and those are the things that'll catch you.
And 2, are you mixing solders? Because you don't want to put
Yeah,
one.
You may be. It sounds to me like if it's coming apart, it sounds to me like you're working too hot.
Yeah, the foil is getting too hot. The whole entire thing is getting too hot. You got to let it cool between.
And the glue's turning loose because,
you got to let it cool. You can't work hot. Try that.
You really should be only working at about 515 degrees or 550, maybe 550.
I haven't had that problem, so it's hard to say, but I would say Ed's right. Ed's right.
Well, not always, but I'm guessing.
Ed's right. Okay, I am Alan said when you do decorative soldering, in his opinion, using black patina takes away from the effect. Yes, it will. And the idea about that, sometimes it depends on what you're going for. You could polish it. You could polish it out and just make the top part of that decorative soldering silvery, or just don't. The alternative is you don't have to patina it. I'm sorry, patina. Mm-hmm.
But you could also patina it and then steel wool a little bit of it, kind of like they do furniture with paint. They take it down in some areas, shine it, make it offset coming across so that when the light hits it, you get that just brilliant refraction of the metals. So, that's just an idea.
The soldering notebook that we do, you really can practice on the effect that you really like. That's what's so fun about the notebook, because we can erase it, we can redo it. So let's find out what you like.
And y'all, and I don't know if y'all picked up on this just in the first video where Barbara erases about 3 inches of her solder line because it doesn't look right. But I'm gonna let you in on a quick secret about erasing solder on copper foil like Barbara did. You can also erase solder when you're doing repairs on copper foil. You stand that window up and let the solder just run right to the table, and you can get that broken piece out of there really quick. So check out that. That's a great technique to make your solder disappear and come right off and flatten out and start over again. Thank you, Barb, for sharing that, because that's awesome.
Yeah. Hey, Karen and Rick. Good to hear from you. Good to see you here tonight.
Hey, guys. Thanks for tuning in.
Ed Forsman is here. Les Cole. Les Cole says he got a small set of small breaking pliers, and he likes them better than the large ones. Yes.
Yes. Mm-hmm. Yep. Yeah, the large running pliers, the 8-inch ones, are kind of cumbersome, and they the pliers that we use in the back when we're cutting tabletop glass and everything, they're 9 inches long, and they're made completely different. But you're working with small stuff, so just use small tools.
Yes, Stone. You want it when you're working with decorative soldering. You want to start at 90% of what you normally solder at, and then if that doesn't work, go down to 80% and kind of go, play with your rheostat. You got to play with that rheostat and get it perfect for the particular technique you're using.
Yeah, so typically, like on that with the soldering, I'd normally just work with my rheostat on like 7.5, not quite 8. So what Barb was talking about, if you're going to back it down to 90%, now you're down to 7. Mm-hmm. And the cooler yet hot your iron is, the more beads and designs that you make. And stick with this program, y'all, because Barbara's going to teach you how to do it, and I promise you it'll change your work. If you're a box or a sun catcher person, this decorative soldering will change your work.
And a lot of other things you can do with it.
Yeah, a lot of other things too. So.
We'll have fun with it. Let's see if you have any questions. Put them in the chat. So good to see everyone.
Yeah, it is good to see everybody. And we got a special glass chat tonight. We're just going to be talking about something really simple. We're going to be talking about clear window pane glass, so that you can see as this new tool that we got works. And so stay tuned. We are going to be using the silver Schmidt running pliers, and I haven't even opened them yet.
So he's going to open them.
I'm going to open them out of the bag, and I want to, before we even get started on doing that in a little bit, I want to thank Bowl America for sending us a brand new pair of the silver Schmidt running pliers. And, I really can't wait to show them to you. The directions are in here and everything. And I told y'all that I wasn't going to try one unless I could get the manufacturer. And these guys, they are the manufacturer. They came through for us, sent us a nice pair, and now we're going to check them out, open them up, and we're going to run some glass with them and just see how we like them.
Ed said, I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to read the directions so that I know what I'm doing.
But they're in German.
They're in German.
On the outside.
Like, he's never.
So I've never tried these pliers before, y'all. But again, I want to thank Bowl America, and that's BOHLE.com.
And they're on our Amazon.
And they're on our Amazon page too. These pliers.
In our store.
In our Amazon store, these pliers they are in stock. They're running about $86 or thereabouts with free shipping from Amazon. So, and that's a good price on them. So, anyway, we're going to try them out during Glass Chat. Let's get back to some more questions, Barb.
Okay. Let's see. Does anyone have any questions in the chat? And we can answer them right now. Let's see. Y'all put a question in the chat.
It's so humid here, y'all, in South Carolina. It's ridiculous.
Okay.
It is so humid. It's so humid.
So what are you guys working on out there? Panels, getting ready for shows.
Yeah, fall's coming up. Everybody getting ready for shows this fall.
Doing summer shows.
And I guess Magali and her family, they're on their way back from Canada after a nice, relaxing vacation, I hope.
We had a really great make and take class in our studio last weekend.
Whoa, yeah.
How many students? 6 students.
We had 6. We filled the class
up. They each made 2 sun catchers, and I'll be sharing those. I guess I'll share them on the community page so y'all can see them.
Yeah, so, it's the first time we've ever tried this particular class. Yeah. And it was actually one of Barbara's ideas.
Well,
I enjoy teaching so much. I don't really... Doesn't bother me what I'm teaching. If I can teach somebody something about glass, then I'm in for it. So Barbara came up with this class, and I came up with the idea of what we could use for patterns, and we got it all going on together. And I tell you what a fun day.
Yeah.
Well, not really a day, 4-hour class, y'all.
So, so we're going to do one more a month, and it's going to be midweek. And we
Yeah.
may add some more, but we're going to do one more. We're going to do one more in July, one more in August, September. They're not on the site yet, but they're coming up.
Yeah, so the make and take thing is really a great way for you to learn the construction of sun catchers, basically, and learn how to use your grinder correctly, and learn how to solder.
Yeah.
So the only thing we don't let you do, well, not let you do, but the only thing you don't do in the make and take class is spend time cutting glass and getting frustrated, because if you don't already know how to cut glass, actually 4 hours, y'all, is not enough time to learn how to cut glass correctly. So we're doing all the work for you, and when you come in, you pick out your pattern, or patterns plural if everybody's working on the same speed. Like this class, they got to do 2 sun catchers, Barb.
Yeah, that's
And
right.
they were excited about being able to do 2. So once I cued them in on the first one, the second one came to them like riding a bicycle, y'all. It was pretty good.
So what happens is they come to the class, and they already have their little sun catcher. There's like 7 sun catchers of each one and 7 different colors, and they can mix those colors up. That was the fun part of it. So they got to choose from several sun catchers, several colors.
Right.
So it came together really fun. They had a great time, and it was very successful.
Yeah, so I cut out prior to the event, the event.
It was
And it was an event, yeah. So prior to the event, I cut out 21 sun catchers, 7 of each of 3 different patterns. And they had a really good time. And with 6 students, we ended up doing 12 of those 21. So, I got 9 patterns left, or 9 sun catchers left, and I'm going to cut 21 more. And this month's pattern will be a flip-flop. No,
that'd be fun.
It's you know what? It's
A red,
July.
white, and blue
It's going to be
flip-flop.
I think it's going to be a flag sun catcher.
I don't know.
I
We'll
don't
see.
know. We'll see. It's going
A
to be
red, white, and
something
blue
patriotic.
flip-flop. Okay. Magali says she's in Canada.
Okay.
I don't mean to water you
No,
down.
good.
But Magali said Canada.
Hey. Hey now.
Karen says she's never done a show. Denver said she would talk to the folks too much. No, Karen.
Karen, that's
no.
what sells, hun. But you talk to them with a piece of glass in your hand, and you hand it to them, and you say, "Hey, did you
Keep
hear
talking
that?"
to 'em.
And they'll say, "What?" This piece of glass said it wanted to go home with you.
Okay. Yeah, that's what I.
That's what I tell them.
I said.
Hey, Snuggles.
Yeah. Okay.
It's-
Julie, what did Julie? You had a question, Julie? I saw something. Oh, 1/4-inch foil. Yes, it's 1/4-inch foil on the notebook. That just gives us more room to work. So that's what that is.
Y'all see who's in my lap, don't you? Mary met her new vet today, everybody. And she got her shots, or upgraded shots.
Larry Van Horn asks if changing his flux might be better because the flux he's using is trashy. Ruby Flux is so clean.
Ruby Flux is not trashy. Only put as much in your container as you think you're going to use at one time, because you don't want to remix it back into the. So use, and if you have to, add to it. But always, whatever you use needs to be thrown away or have a lid put on it and use it until it's gone. But you're going to love it.
Shas Ray asks, I mentioned using 1/4-inch or 1/2-inch foil when decorative soldering, not just 7/30 seconds. Yes, for beginners, yes. 1/4-inch or 1/2-inch. It gives you more space to work on.
Well, it gives you that platform. It sets a stage for you.
Yeah.
To work on.
Yeah, and if you want to, and if you're going to be decorative soldering, you want that to show. If you're using 7/30 second, you just don't have that much room.
And you don't, you can't
But
really.
you can do whatever you want. But
Yeah.
the practice we're doing on the notebook.
If you do the notebook, it should be done in 1/4. And then once you learn the technique, of course, just like anything else, right, Barb? Once you develop that technique, you can always either shrink your foil if you feel comfortable or enlarge your foil. And both will either shrink your design or enlarge your design. Just that simple.
Les Cole wants to know, can Ed show how he starts his pattern? He makes the pattern from start.
Well, I've got some drawings coming up. I'll get Barb to video them for us.
Yeah, we'll do a video.
I got a couple
on it.
drawings that I have to get done for jobs that are due in January, but I need to get the drawings done this summer for the customers to approve them, so because they're going back home.
Now these will be for lead glass.
Yes, these will be for lead glass. So, and then you can, you know what, you can turn them into.
Make
but
them into, yeah.
it doesn't matter.
It doesn't
just
matter.
because Ed
It doesn't
does
matter.
lead.
That's right. I'm sorry. It doesn't matter.
It doesn't matter. That's right. So, but we will be doing some drawings, and and thanks for mentioning that, because a lot of times, and Barb will tell you this, because I'm like the worst enemy for this. I'll start doing something, and she'll say, I could have videoed that, and I'm like, I didn't even think of that. So something that I'm learning to do more of is think of y'all, not think of me. Think of y'all, because Barbara needs to video a lot of these things that I'm doing. So the newest video coming up, not the premiere tonight, but the newest video is going to be all about applying rebar to the Merle's Inlet project on one of the windows. So
yeah,
stay tuned
guys
for that.
have had a lot of questions about the rebar.
So you're going to learn, you're going to watch the
one.
video.
So
Right.
we'll get it start to finish, and then you'll know all
I'm going to
about
show you how to
it.
cut the rebars. I'm going to show you how to grind them to put the flat part on the bar so that you don't have to notch the wood. I'm going to show you everything you need to know.
Yeah, I think that we have maybe two videos on that, but they're lacking some close-ups. So I think this new video will be perfect.
Yeah, with the new cameras, I think
Yeah,
we
I
can
think
do
the
it
new
just
cameras
right.
that y'all bought.
Thank you very much, everybody. Thumbs up to everybody.
Thumbs up.
Thank you. And thank you all for your super chats. And you know what, Barb? Hey, those of you that are out there just kind of laying back, and if you haven't taken the time to subscribe to our channel, please do so. And if we're helping you out with any projects that you're doing, just by you simply asking us a question and us answering it, give us a thumbs up if it helps you. Thumbs up, subscribe. It all helps us grow our ARTyRV channel, and which grows our community, which grows all of us together.
So we can learn more.
Right.
Okay. Ed Forsman, thank you, Ed. Ed Forsman wants to know, can you explain again how to start a run with grouser pliers?
I'll do that when we get to the glass chat, Ed. I can do that.
Yeah, and I think the glass chat is coming up.
Ed, you want me to, you don't want to tap it, you just want to start it nice and slow?
Start a run
Okay.
with grouser pliers.
Okay, I can do that for you. I got some clear glass to work with today, and I've got some mirror glass to work
And
with.
he's got a
And I've got
silver
silver Schmidt
running pliers.
My silver Schmidt running pliers.
That's right.
That's right.
Okay, so if you have a question, put it in the chat, and
Please
we'll
do.
be happy to answer it. And welcome everyone. It's good to see everyone, and it's good to be here.
It's good
tonight.
to be back tonight. Woo! It's good to be back.
Okay, let's do a glass chat.
We
How
can
about
tell you it's
that?
going to be a little while tonight, if y'all don't mind, because we're going to talk about some things. Ed's going to learn something. Barb's probably going to learn something.
I know.
And so first of all, let's go ahead and start. We'll show Ed how we start a run with our grousing pliers.
Okay.
Let me get that out of the way here.
Okay.
Okay. So we're just gonna take and just cut our just window pane glass. I'm trying to cut a straight line, but as you can see, I don't have my square, so I'm not pulling, I'm pushing. So I have my grousing pliers, and this is my pair that I keep in this room here. So what I try to do is I put a little my knuckle underneath of the glass like that. Hang on, let me get scooted
there you
up
go.
here. Okay. So you see my knuckle is under the run on the score, and I pull down, Ed, and away, just like that. I pull down and away. Now, if I have a run that's going to be inside and out, like that, I'm going to do the same thing, but I'm just going to grab it about 1/8 of an inch in on my score, and I pull down slightly, Ed, and I'm not sure if you can see. I'm going to run the run with my finger. I'm going to run down. There it goes, and it stopped it right there. So by using your index finger knuckle, and you can see it right there. You can see my index finger knuckle right there. Is that better? Yeah, okay. So now the other thing that I'm going to show you is right here is only about 1/4 of an inch wide. It's probably not going to get by there, but we're going to try it. Now I'm chasing my run again, Ed. Here we go. I'm pulling down. Oh, we're going into that little bitty curve.
It's hard to see. There you go.
And I was able to get that, and I was actually able to run that 1/4 inch piece of glass, which, there you go, let me put it on my hand there. Still can't see it.
I can get a little piece. Oh, you got glass over there. Might be better to show scores. I don't know.
All right, so let's do this. Ed, I'm gonna change up and get you some color, but you can't see the run, but let's try it. Here's a pretty piece of orange. We'll do the same thing, Ed. We're gonna just kind of cut a crazy thing like that, and we're gonna come back. And I'm gonna have to switch hands because I'm switching glass. So again, I'm using my right hand for underneath, and we're gonna start the run. Listen. Now, let me show you why that happened. I've got my grousing pliers right here, and when I pulled down on this, it ran to its weakest point, which is right there, just like that. Boom. There was no stopping it because I was pulling harder on my grousing pliers than I was on the piece of glass opposite my hand. So let's try this again. Here we go. Ready? Mary hears the score, and she loves it. She can't stand it.
What are you doing, silly?
So this time, I'm putting the pressure on my hand, and I'm going to pull down, and it just runs right out, just like it's supposed to. Okay. So I hope that helps, Ed. It's sometimes it's just a little bit trying when you're trying to do different cuts on different glasses, but always remember, don't get frustrated, and because eventually it's going to work out, and you're going to learn something every time you cut something anyway. So here we're going to come over here. We're going to open up these beautiful silver Schmidt glass running pliers by Bowl, and they're made in Germany. So we're going to we're not going to like rip this open like a. We don't want it like a,
Go ahead.
Okay. All right. So here we go. We're just gonna. Let's pull out our directions. Wow, they look just like the picture. Hey, these things are really, really nice. So let's do this. Okay. So we're gonna get one thing I do want to show you, and this is the way the silver Schmidt running pliers are made is that this top area, I'm going to spin that, turns. So this and I want you to also see, I have another pair of running pliers. Okay? So I want you to see the depth in the jaw of the silver Schmidt versus the jaw of the Fletcher is about 1 inch more than the Fletcher. So what this does, let's run a straight line first, everybody. Let's just see what this does. We're gonna run a straight line. We're gonna run a straight line on this little piece of orange. Here we go. All right, let's see what happens. In the center, off and running, y'all. Look at that. Sweet. And look at that. Look how narrow that piece of glass is, y'all. I ran that bad boy right on down. This is great. So let's try something a little bit different this time. Let's try something where we have to turn that head. So here we go. Let's use something a little bit bigger. And we're going to go in about an inch. So let me draw this line for you so that you can see where we're going to work. I've already scored it. That score is cooling off, so let's hurry.
Oh, wait a minute. Move.
Okay, so we're going to start right here. All right, so I haven't got the touch on this yet, y'all, so you're going to have to work with this a little bit. I don't know that there should be a way to run this out without any problem. And you should be able to stop it as well. So keep in mind, they don't give you a way to tell where the small pin on the bottom of the runners is. But this, y'all, is the center of everything right here. Okay, I ran it and I gave it just a little bit of a oomph. So now I'm going to carry it a little bit further, but I'm going to turn these. This is where they were. I'm going to turn these now and I'm going to chase this run. Here we go. I'm going to jump right behind here. Hey, y'all.
Hey, y'all.
Ed likes it. I'm digging it. Now, did you see that? So, yeah, I could do that. Well, let's just do it. Let's do something. And it's funny because Barb and I were talking about this when we got this. Everybody knows how to do a rainbow cut. But I'm guessing that these Schmidt pliers, Silver Schmidt pliers, are going to eliminate at least one score, if not two, out of the rainbow cut. Let's do a rainbow, and let's go at least almost as deep as we can so that we can chase that out. Okay, let's do that. Let's see what happens. Here we go. Okay, so we got one side. This is our rainbow cut. Okay,
Beautiful.
So now y'all know you got to flip your pliers over to get this out, right? Okay, flip them over. Hang on. There you go. You flip them over and break it the other direction one time, pop, and it'll come right out. All right, so here we go. We're going to straighten this up. What we're going to do is we're going to start our run with our running pliers, Ed. This is for you, buddy. Okay, so now I'm up here. Can you see that? Oh, yeah. I'm up here in the curve. So can I get it? Look at this, y'all. Look how deep I am. Look at this.
Oh, I like that.
This is crazy. All right, so now I'm going to turn. I turn the head on my runners. We have to get behind it. And I'm just turning as I go, y'all. And I'm staying behind my score, behind my run, and I'm chasing this. Y'all, now guess what? We all know what I'm getting ready to do. I'm turning it upside down. Give it a little pop. And it comes right out. Go back to the main cam, Barb, would you please? You better get you a pair of these. They are going in my toolbox, my personal toolbox, and they will stay there where I'll be using them. Y'all, this is really, really a nice pair of pliers, and you just. And I'll just hold this up. You just saw me chase this around. Okay, so I chased this around. I'll put it against my shirt so you can see it. But so I chased this around, and I'll do it on the orange. So we're gonna put it back over here, Barb. Let's just try something.
Wait. Okay.
Okay, so I made a score that comes down and goes around here. Let's try this. Okay, so now I have the orange running around there. So I'm almost the depth of my jaw, but I'm just gonna go right here, just like that. Drop in behind the run, okay, behind it. Now we're starting again. Now I'm gonna turn the head a little bit more, coming around. Look at that, y'all. I just chased the run with my silver Schmidt running pliers. I love these pliers. Get a pair. Go to our Amazon shopping page, and they're got them right now from the manufacturer.
From the bowl store.
From the bowl store for, I believe they're $89.
Yes.
And that's a deal, y'all, because I'm going to tell you, I know what the retail is on them, and $89 is a deal, so grab them.
Yes, Ray, they're on the Amazon page.
I love these pliers, y'all, and you got them when I got them. So I've never used these pliers before. I never even saw them in the bag. But I'm going to tell you right now, being able to chase the run and eliminate a rainbow cut for me with all this stuff I've got going on, glass cutting right now, I'm a happy camper. Bowl America, I'm Ed, and thank you for sending me a pair of these pliers.
Okay. Thank you, Ed. Yes, thank you, Bull. We appreciate it, and I know that our viewers appreciate that demo, Ed. So thank you very much.
And we'll be doing a video on those pliers. I think we should, Barb.
Yes.
Don't you think?
Yes.
Okay.
Karen wants to know when the lead class is. It's July. It's July the 19th and 20th. I think it's full, but if you really can do it, Karen, give me a call and let me see if we have room for one more. We added a table, so we might have room for one more person in that class, but let me check on that. But let me know if you want it.
Yeah, for the lead class, we can't be for the lead class. You can't be hemming and hawing. We got to go with that one.
Yes. Yeah.
So
it shows it's full, but we might be able to get one more for you, Karen.
Ed, I hope did that help you? Go ahead, and if you got a second, just answer that. But yeah, I hope that helps.
Yeah, and Rick Day said he has a pair of those and they're great.
And Rick, you know what? I think you probably are the one that said, well, have you ever tried these before? And no, the answer to your question was no until Bowl America sent us this pair of pliers, and we got them last Thursday.
Are we good on the sound?
Are we good? Everything's fine, everybody?
We're good? Okay.
Yeah.
They're only $73 on our Amazon page.
Okay,
yes,
yeah, that's what I thought.
Thank you, Mary.
And you know what? It's worth it because I've seen them for a lot more than that. So.
Sound is good. Okay,
right.
Just checking in. Okay, and there was a question. When is Les Cole wants to know if you've ever used foil with a scalloped edge.
Yes, I have, and you know it. And if you can find it, you better hang on to it because I haven't seen it in a long time. Scalloped foil is beautiful with the decorative soldering that Barbara's doing, and on jewelry boxes and things like that, picture frames. For little 5x7s, you know. My dad used to go crazy with that scallop.
Yeah,
foil.
I've looked for it, haven't been able to find it.
Sunshine doesn't have it, I know that. So.
Yeah, so if you can find it, that's good. I thought we had some, but we don't. But with the decorative soldering, you can make some things that look very much. So we'll be adding scallops as well to some of these pieces we're doing.
So you have to remember, even if you're using the scalloped edge foil, not to get it too hot. The whole key to beautiful solder is not lifting the foil off the glass.
Okay, Les Cole wants to know if you can do a small circle. I don't think he has his circle cutter out.
No, you want me to, I can do a small circle the old-fashioned way and show you the best way to do it and the most efficient way to make it come out.
I think Les would like to see that.
Would you like to see that, Les? I can show you the most efficient way to do it. And the best way to and then of course, you know, you're not going to get a clean circle no matter who you are. First we have to do is cut that. Let's go ahead and tap that. Get rid of that, okay? So I'm kind of keeping my stuff clean, and oh gosh, Barb, we need a small circle. So here you go, Les. Let me see if I can draw a circle. You know, a circle is easier to draw than a straight line. Okay, so this is just the simplest way that I know to get a circle out, and it's the way that I learned how to do it, and then all I had to do was get a grinder. But this is a 2-inch circle. I consider that a small circle, but I can make them smaller. Let's see what we got here. Can you still see me, Barb?
Yes, we can.
Is that better, Les? Because that looks like an 1.25 inch circle there. All right, so here we go. We're going to flip this over, and this is the best, most efficient way to cut a circle. I call it the pinwheel method. Okay. Wow, did I even bring a pair of grounds and pliers? I hope so.
Can you use your Sybil Schmidt?
No, so we're just gonna start. Basically, we can start anywhere we want. So make sure you're running your grounds and pliers are up, and then you just come around and just start popping that off just like that. 1, 2, 3. Once you start the pinwheel, get it going in the right direction, and you circle, and then you take and grouse it, and you can cut a small circle out like that. Take that to the grinder, and you can.
Let's see it. Where'd you put it? Let us see it. What?
So anyway, I don't know if you can see that.
We can see it. Yes.
Okay, so that's like an 1.25 inch circle. Now the other thing is this is another technique of circle cutting. This one's a little bit bigger. So the first thing you want to do is put a mark right there. You know why? Because you need to know where you start and stop. Ready? Here we go. So I'm not going to stand up and walk around the glass. I'm going to leave my cutter in one place. Did I say stand up and walk around the glass?
The glass.
The glass. Okay, good. So I'm just working my way right over to my cut right there. Don't go over your cut. Don't recut it 2 or 3 times. Don't do that. Now we'll take this and we're going to tap our circle. Now keep in mind, everywhere that you tap this glass, you're going to have what I call a flare. That flare is going to be a very sharp, almost like the edge of a razor. Okay, so now the sound has changed from our circle. Okay, so we're going to go into it. Oh, hey, let's use our new silver Schmidt pliers. We're going to access our circle with our new pliers. This is awesome. Okay. Now, simply put, we need one more access panel right there. Okay. Down and away, and down and away. There you go. And everywhere I tap this is a flare. And this, all I can say, get it to your grinder and clean it up. Those are two techniques of cutting circle. There are, more. Those of you that have a saw can get a circle out. If you have a circle cutter, your circle cutter is only going to do, you can go back to main, Barb, please. Your circle cutter is only going to give you as small as a circle of about 3¼ inches. So anything smaller than that, use one of these techniques and you'll be able to get it out. Always cut, if you're gonna do the pinwheel method, always make sure you cut a little bit bigger because you do have to grind it. I hope that helps everybody.
Yes, it did. Thank you very much. Ray, yes, they are on our Amazon page. And Shazray wants to know why you turn the pliers upside down.
Well, what it does is just like I explained it, Shazray, is when you run your glass, usually there's a flare one to one side of that run or the other. By flipping it over, you change the flare and you break the glass the other direction, and that piece will fall out. You don't squeeze it hard, but I promise you, if you run it and it don't come out, turn your pliers over and pop it. Just listen for that little pop, and then kind of squeeze it, doot, 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 like that, and it'll drop right out.
Okay. I Am Alan says, is $75 an insane amount of money to spend on pliers? Yes. No. Would you do it again? Also, yes, without hesitation.
Yeah, you know what? Hey, Bowl America,
very worth it. Yes.
Got a nice letter for sending us these, but I want to know that I want the American ARTyRV people to know that this is a really nice set of running pliers, and it's definitely worth the $73 or $75. You know, there's some tools that you only have to buy one time, and I'm guessing this is probably one of them. You definitely don't use these for grousing pliers. And looking at the head on top of the running pliers themselves, both of these grommets can be replaced because they're set in with a Phillips head screw. So, you know what? They'll come right out and can be replaced. So you never have to rebuy the handles again.
Karen says if you hold them at the end, they have more pressure.
Well, yeah, if you hold them back here, you have more pressure. But here's the thing: you don't need that much pressure. All you need is just right there. If you hold them back here, you can get whatever you need.
Torque them down.
They're nice pliers. They're nice pliers, y'all. There's absolutely nothing wrong with these pliers. I love them.
Okay.
And so I have them. I have a pair now.
Thank you, Ed. Rick Day has a question. If I lift the foil off the glass due to too much heat, can I use E6000 to secure the solder
please don't.
To the thing?
Don't, Rick.
That might be kind of
you know what you should do if that's happening, it should only happen to you one time. Then, Rick, just cut your rheostat back a little bit and don't spend so much time on it and where it's going to separate, because you know, once it starts to separate, there is no glue to put it down, and there's no, you know, please don't do that. So yeah, what I would suggest is turn your iron down and work a little bit cooler so that doesn't happen. The other thing is if it already has happened, you should just fix it, but definitely don't fix it with E6000.
No, because
I just don't think I don't think that's a good fix.
It's flammable, isn't it?
Well, I think fixing it correctly would be the best fix.
Ours are cheaper. Yeah, I was just thinking if somebody else went in and tried to repair, or you have to. Anyway, it could be messy.
Oh yeah, it could be really messy. But yeah, Rick, please don't.
Yeah, Karen paid $98 for her pliers, so ours are a really good deal on Amazon. So jump on there and get you a pair.
Yeah, that's right. Order them from us, y'all.
So we'll make about $3 or $4 on that, and we appreciate
it. So, you know,
it.
anytime that y'all purchase anything off of either our website or our Amazon storefront page, you're helping support the ARTyRV channel. It's just like if you were to give us a super sticker or anything like that, just for answering your questions or whatever you feel like, you're helping support the ARTyRV channel. And y'all know how we got these new cameras. Thumbs up to you guys. Thank you very much.
Thank you, guys. Rick said he thinks he got some bad foil.
It's possible, man. It's a lot going around.
And didn't recognize it until he cleaned it. Yeah, that's a shame. So I would just refoil it, clean it up.
Yeah, if you can. It's such a shame because, you know, we had had some bad foil this weekend. And they started using it. We were like, let's get rid of that. So don't leave it lay around, Rick. Just get rid of it. Throw it away. Yeah. And then you don't have to worry about it anymore. I know we had to do the same thing this weekend.
Okay, this is a different Rick, but he wants to know, how do you transfer your pattern to your glass? Do you cut it out? Your patterns, it depends on if we're doing copper foil or
whether I'm doing copper foil, Rick, or whether I'm doing lead. My lead, I don't transfer anything. When I'm doing lead work, I work on the light box, and at that point, I cut directly off of my pattern. At that point, once I start cutting off of my pattern, I'm good. But if I do copper foil, of course, I do my copper foil just like everyone else on the small pieces. But on the big pieces, I can cut them on the light box, and I usually prefer to. However, if I transfer my pattern over my cartoon to a pattern that I'm going to cut out, I always try to use, and it's still available, carbon paper, and I transfer it over to a heavy bond paper. Actually, the resin paper that goes on construction hardwood floors is, I find, the best, stiffest, rigid paper for dirt cheap at the paint store to transfer your pattern over to.
Yeah,
I mean,
really
it's
cheap.
thick, it's heavy, and it's
love it.
$12 a roll, and we use a lot of it. So
It's really heavy.
it's really good.
stuff.
We get it from Sherwin-Williams here in our community. So any of the paint stores is going to, it's called a resin bond paper, and it's what they put over hardwood floors so they don't tear them up while they're working in your home. So.
Yes, she did. Rick Day said Miss Mary is very active tonight. Yes, she is, and she went to the vet today, and she got her rabies booster, and she got weighed, and the vet said she was not obese. She's just a little chubby.
Once we told her where she came from and who she from, which is just her DNA. Once we told the vet that, he was like, "Oh, well, that explains it, because she's just a really big beagle." And I said, "Well, she's got coonhound in her." He was like, "Well, that explains it." And I said, "Well, how about her better weight? Should she?" He said, "Well, she could lose a couple of pounds, but she didn't say that she was obese."
I thought that was kind of cold.
Yeah, that was really cold. Bad bedside manner from the previous vet. And our new vet, I like him. He's cool. He's cool.
So she did really good.
She did real
She
well.
was scared to death, though. She hated it. I mean, she had her nails trimmed. She did as good as you could expect a shelter dog to do when they go into a situation like that.
Yeah, because you know what it is, and Barbara she made me recognize this. It's the smell.
It's the smell.
But the vet's office is clean, but it's just the smell of the vet's office.
And all the animals. And the medicine, the animals.
And the little barking in the background, and but we love our vet. We love her vet, and I think now she loves her vet and her assistant. So.
Pauline wants to know, she said she did put solder balls on her starfish, and some of them would just fall off. That's because of the temperature. You're not at the right temperature, Pauline.
You just got to get the right temperature, hon. We can't
You gotta
emphasize
stick to
that
it.
enough.
So next video for decorative soldering is hammered and pearls and pebbles. Pearls and pebbles are the same thing, but you just arrange them.
And I like pearls and pebbles.
Yeah. So hammered. So it should be fun.
Yeah,
And
it's
then
great.
A few extra little tips along the way.
All right, everybody, guess what? You got a premiere coming up in 4 minutes, which gives you time to run down the hall, go into the kitchen, and get back on the couch and get ready for that new premiere coming out.
Get a drink of water. Get
whatever
some
you
popcorn,
need to do. That's right.
Whatever you have to do. I think we have time for like one more easy question.
Give us a question. Hey, y'all, I hope the glass demo helped you out tonight. But more than anything, Ed learned something about these running pliers, and I really look at Miss Mary. I really like these new pliers. So if you got a little bit of birthday money sitting in your wallet, or mad money in case you get mad, go ahead and get mad and buy you a pair of pliers.
Anyway.
Put them in your shopping cart so you'll be reminded.
One step in the right direction.
That's right. At least put them in your shopping cart. So anyway, thank you again, Bowl America. Thank you, Sunshine.
Thank you, Sunshine Glass. Let's see. There you go. Sunshine Glass, thank you for sponsoring the show.
We appreciate it very much.
Thank you so much.
And there we are. And there's Miss Mary.
Miss Mary. And we're going to go on and head on over to the premiere And we will see you guys at the premiere. It should be starting in about
3
3
minutes.
minutes. So give you
3
time.
minute warning. I mean,
Yeah.
that's a 2 minute warning. You know how much I am into sports.
You're
not
welcome, Chief Jane, Jennifer, Julia.
Thank you, everybody.
Rick Day, Julie, Rick Day, Karen, Tammy.
And welcome all
Mary,
of our new members to the
Joan,
ARTyRV
yes.
fan club.
Welcome
Thank
to
you,
all the
guys.
new members. I'm trying to keep up with y'all.
It's all
trying
good.
to keep up.
It's all good. Thank you.
Okay, so.
And Ray, thank you. Thumbs up, everybody, for Ray. Thanks for all you do, my friend.
So we will see you guys soon. Thank you, guys. We'll see you next week. Well, we'll see you
See you
at the premiere.
At the premiere. Thank you, guys. Good night. We love you.
We love you.